All right, so let me put up that 5. Mavs, what was that, 2023?
Yeah, and Aiton is willing to just give up. His effort has been a question mark
I mean, that's fine.
throughout his
I
career.
I, I acknowledge all of those things. I fully agree with you. He could completely fuck this up. But I'm just
So
saying,
what are we talking
no,
about?
but we're talking about best case scenario, right? Like the season hasn't started yet. All right, we're going to jump in. We jumping in,
Best case
right?
scenario, they get out the first round.
We're going to jump right in. 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of 2 for 2, your sports podcast for the culture by the voice of the culture. I'm your host, Keith. I'm here as always, my brother Nell. We are back on the pod today for you guys, man, our regularly scheduled time. Also, we here. It's season 4, episode 13. We're on the week 7 of the NFL season, wrapping up week 6, and we're going to talk a little NBA, of course. So let's get right to it. Now, my brother, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother? Good to see you.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. It's good to see you too, dog. You know, our
I'm here.
2-0 Sunday streak is over. Your boys dropped one. It's all right.
Didn't even have to mention that.
I mean,
I don't remember seeing the Cowboys on the content for today, so that's kind of weird.
No, I was just
But
saying we didn't go 2-0. Last
you know,
week I started the episode.
front runners will do that.
Oh, here we go.
You know,
It wasn't even about y'all. It was
you
about
are what you
us.
hate.
What is that?
Eagles fans, you are what you hate. Now you just
No,
wanna throw in Cowboys losses in my face because your team's 5-1 and
no.
got a possible league MVP on
I
your
didn't
hands.
I
That's
didn't
cool.
say any of that.
Enjoy
I
it.
literally didn't say
I
any of
hope you're
that.
happy.
I have actually every episode we've done.
Not all of us can have fun every NFL season.
I'm realizing this isn't about me.
It is.
It's not.
Because none of this would happen if you didn't say anything. You know what you was
But
doing.
I promise you, I was simply saying we didn't go 2 for 2 this past weekend. I won't even go and talk too much about your team.
Me and you both knew that. So there was no reason to mention it.
I do
Zero.
it every week. I did
I
it
didn't see
last week
that on
when
the
we
call
both
sheet.
won.
I didn't see
It wasn't on the call
let's
sheet last
discuss
week
the
either.
Cowboys.
It wasn't.
It was. It
No,
was.
but
It was on the call sheet.
how I introduced it was not on there last week.
Okay.
Okay, well, here we are. You talking about them Buccaneers
No.
now?
Okay.
No. I don't want. No. I know your confidence level was never high. That was what I was going to get at. You messed up my whole
Keep it
thing.
low.
Yeah, that was all I
Expect
was going to say.
trash.
That's all I
And
was
when I
going to say.
get trash, it doesn't hurt as much.
That's all I was going to say. And that's okay. We don't have to harp on it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But them Bucks, like you said, you called me a front runner, which is crazy. That's crazy. I talk like this from the back, the middle, and the front. That's the difference.
Okay.
That's the difference.
If we went 0-2, I don't think you would have mentioned it.
I would have said, well, no, both of our teams sucked this week. We went 0-2. The good thing is I don't have to worry about that. You're right. Because my team's 5. I'm not surprised by it. You know? I'm not, that's a lie.
I know it is.
I'm not surprised that we are 5-1. I'm surprised at how we've gotten to 5-1. You know what I'm saying? Very impressive by, my team. So I'll ask you, man, are the Bucks the team to beat in the NFC?
I don't even want to answer this question anymore. But
So you ruined the
no, you
episode for
ruined it as
yourself.
always. As always. Um,
Okay.
but I'll be professional and keep it
I
level
appreciate that.
headed and unbiased.
You don't have to. You could be biased.
As
You're
things
usually
as things
biased.
stand as things stand right now, I think you would have to consider the Bucks the team to beat in the NFC, but I still think there's some teams out there that can challenge them. I mean, let's not forget where the one loss came from. I know they're on a downward spiral right now, but still, teams you got to look out for. I still, even though the Lions are coming off a loss, I still think that they'll be a team to contend with at the end of the season. But definitely, can say without a doubt right now the Bucks are playing, not only best football in the NFC, but probably the best football in the league.
We
And
can
they're
end the
doing this
episode right
without
there.
their. Shut up.
I'm good for the week.
See, I don't like.
I'm
And
sorry.
more
Go ahead. Go ahead.
impressively, they're
My
doing
fault.
this without their top 2 receivers, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Did Ibuka get hurt last game?
He did.
Yeah, no wonder he's he cost me a fantasy game, but I
He'll
won't
be
speak on
out
that.
about he'll be out about
Um,
2 weeks, so you might want to make some maybe three because I think we got to buy in week 8.
so this is why I shouldn't trust Bucks.
See, he just
But
flipped
yeah,
it. He just flipped on my head in one episode.
Bucky Irvin's been out. Rashad White stepped up. Tez Johnson stepped up. He was tweaking after that touchdown. Um,
That's his thing.
Baker being Baker, just being relentless, making plays. That fiery attitude. So I mean, everything's going well for the Bucks right now. It's still early, but the season ended right now. Like, yeah, you can crown them the best team in the league. But fortunately, we got a couple more months to go, and we get to see
Yeah,
who really is the best team in the league. But
yeah, we did. We
gotta
did.
love what you're seeing from Baker. From a guy that was getting tossed around for a couple of years to turn into an MVP level quarterback. It's good
He
to
had
see.
to fall. He fell to a great organization, top to bottom. That's how that works.
He fell into a nice situation for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you said everything's gone well for the Bucks. That's not true. Everything's gone well in the terms of wins and losses, -1. But I mean, like you said, you hit the head. You hit it on his head. Injuries to Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. You lost Cody Mock. You played your first 3 games without Tristan Wirfs. Your right tackle Luke Getke's maybe not coming back. Your original wide receiver 3, Jalen McMillan, hasn't played yet this season. Won't be playing for another 5 weeks, maybe, thanks to his preseason injury. On the defensive side, you lose Kalijah Cansey early. You lost Ben Morrison. You lost Jamel Dean for a game. Jamel Dean bounced back this week. He got another pick, man. I
He's catching him.
Bro, I finally find a meme for him. I find the Jamel Dean his face on a burnt piece of toast, and I don't even need to use it no more. That's crazy. I'm grateful for it, but um, yeah, man, just a lot of things that have knocked the Bucks off off the path, but they found a way to win. And like you said, a lot of it has to go to that man Baker Mayfield, uh, my MVP front runner as of now. I mean, he was my MVP front runner back in week whatever. But I'll admit, I didn't say that he was going to win MVP, so that's on me, right? I should have just stood on it and just called it. I said dark horse, whatever. But in all seriousness, he's leading this team, with his personality, his play on the field, and another week with another big third down run conversion. I think I saw a stat about like um average amount of yards per carry for him, and it's like 9 yards, like per run, which is kind of crazy, pretty crazy. So, uh, good on Baker, man. Good on the Bucks. I definitely think we're the team to beat in the NFC right now. I don't disagree with you, right? I mean, obviously the Eagles are still real. The Lions are still real. Um, I mean, we still gonna have to play. I mean, the Falcons just beat the Bills. They have the number one defense in the league right now. We're gonna have to play them again, right? And it just in the division. So, you know, nobody thinks that we're gonna run the table and not lose another game. But I do think, all things considered, the best football for the Bucks is ahead of us, right? And I think that's the most exciting part. You get Mike Evans back soon. You get Chris Godwin back soon. You hope that you can get a game with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Ibuka all healthy together, a full game for once. You hope Bucky comes back soon, and then you can see really how good this Bucks team is. Got to give some letters to my boy Ty Bowles as well. Great work from him right now, leading that defense, which is really turning it around. Hassan Reddick, man, he's great. You're right. I'm glad you put this first. This made my day.
You're welcome.
I want to
Last
get a
favor I
nice
do
one.
for you.
That's crazy. The last one for the rest of our
Yeah,
lives
possibly.
because of the Cowboy
Maybe when the
comment.
Cowboys win a Super Bowl, I'll give you another favor.
Oof. I hope that I
So
can
pretty
watch that
much the
with
rest
you.
of our lives.
Can we make an agreement that should the Cowboys make the Super Bowl, we watch it together, no matter where we are in life?
We could do that.
I feel like you wouldn't want to watch a Cowboys Super Bowl with anybody. That
I
just doesn't
definitely
sound.
wouldn't.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I
mainly
didn't
just
watch the
Eagles
Buck. I didn't.
fans.
True. Yeah, I didn't watch the Buck Super Bowl with
Anybody else, I'm
anybody.
open to. But if you're an
Okay,
Eagles fan, I don't want you anywhere near me during the Super Bowl.
okay, that's fair. Well, y'all heard it here first, man. Me and Nell, Cowboys got to get it done so you can watch it together in our lifetimes. But moving off my Bucks, man, I'm very happy for them. Do you have Baker as MVP favorite now? Come on.
Yeah, I meant to actually mention this last week on the pod when we were talking about quarterbacks, but yeah, I mean, people were I thought it was kind of crazy that people were mentioning Dak as MVP when Baker was, 3-1, 4-1 winning
Yeah.
the games, and playing just as well. So
Yeah,
he's been
you when
my
you sent me that, I was
MVP
a little
for
surprised.
he was been my MVP for a couple of weeks now. So hopefully he can keep it up.
Yeah,
Definitely a front runner.
he's also only got one interception on the year still, and I think that's a big part of it. Right, we're used to Baker as much of a playmaker as he is. In the past, those have been uh bad decisions turn worse. Right, trying to do too much, and so right now he's doing just enough. He's making all the throws. Uh, Great for the Bucs, man. Um, on the other side of things, though, you talked a little bit about it with the Lions losing. They lost to those Kansas City Chiefs. Some people said that looked like the Chiefs that we're used to, man. So just based off of this past week, man, are the Chiefs where they are? I think they only got 2 losses. Rashi Rice returns this week, right? Um, Hollywood's come on lately. Travis Kelsey looks, pretty solid still. Xavier Worthy looks great. Are the Chiefs still a legit contender in the AFC, man? Is it time to give them
Yeah,
back their crown?
I think that window's cracked wide open again.
Yeah, it's open back
Um,
up. Yeah,
I definitely thought it was closed for a bit, and you definitely can never count out, a quarterback coaching duo like Mahomes and Andy Reid. Could even throw Spags in there. But with the Bills, Josh Allen coming off an MVP year and getting to the AFC Championship, Lamar coming off one of the best statistical seasons ever. Derrick Henry rushing for 1,900 yards. Them supposedly having the best roster in the NFL. You kind of thought that they would be the class of the NFC, and they were kind of AFC, and you thought they were kind of be a changing of the guard there. And, the Chargers, at the start of the season looked like they were going to be legit. But the Chiefs says they've hung around, and the Ravens are cooked.
yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
they'll be a factor this year. Uh,
Sucks.
the Bills, they're on a rough patch right now, but I suspect they'll still be in the mix at the end of the season. So I mean, really after that, Jacksonville is
The
up there,
Colts.
the Colts, but I don't really trust these teams more than I would trust Patrick Mahomes in
Yeah,
a
that's
must
fair.
win situation.
Yeah,
Like you said, Rasheed Rice is coming back. So that's going to help out their offense. That's kind of been getting a lot better. Over the course of the season. If it wasn't for a pick six, a couple lazy defensive linemen in Jacksonville, you could possibly be 4-2.
yeah,
Um, and then to beat a Lions team that was coming in really hot, averaging over 40 points a game during that win streak, and to hold them to 17. I know they got some injuries defensively, but to be able to move the ball the way that they did, Kelsey had a pretty good game. Xavier Worthy starting to make plays. You add Rasheed Rice to that, and they look pretty good. So
yeah,
pretty much if they can get the run game going, most importantly, that'll really bode well for them. But um, I think they're right there. Like they could be. I mean, AFC is completely wide open. I don't think there's any top dog in there, especially with the way the Bills have been played, and they've got their flaws. Um,
yeah,
they're only a game back behind the Broncos and Chargers, who, obviously they've got some Chargers have some injuries and haven't been playing the best football lately, even though they're coming off a win. So, and they've still got 7 division games left. So Kansas City could easily, win the division again.
yeah. It's looking up for them. If I'm the Chiefs or I'm a Chief fan, I'm definitely hopeful. Right? You said it. The Ravens are probably they look defeated all around. Right? You talk about MVP. Lamar Jackson should go back and retroactively win MVP for every year he's been on the Ravens, because if this is what it looks like without him, my God, they're cooked. Um,
I
I
mean,
mean,
you
like you
could say
said,
that about the Bengals too.
I mean,
I
yeah,
mean, look at them
same
without
thing.
Burrow.
But he's had some games where they haven't been. where he played and they were losing though. So he was around for a
Fair
spot.
enough.
Lamar doesn't lose. I forget what the record was, but they showed it in the game the other day about their record with him and without him. It is not pretty. Do you really trust the Colts? Right, like they're a great team. They look good, but like you said, if he gets down to a playoff game and I'm picking between Pat Mahomes and Daniel Jones, I don't need to think twice about that, right? Like it doesn't really matter who else is playing with Daniel Jones. You would think. And that's not to say that they can't win it, but obviously, for the sake of speaking of
They
contenders, I mean the
can't win it.
Chiefs, right? I mean they could, but
They
if they got
can't.
to play Pat Mahomes, like, can they? Probably not, right? Like, and then the Bills, yeah, I don't know. They trying to let the Patriots take their division from them. So I'm definitely um I'm high on the Chiefs at this point, right? I feel like all things are coming together. Like, we talked about Rashee Rice coming back and what that's going to do for that offense. Their run game's trying to slowly but surely pick it up, get Pacheco going a little bit more. Uh, so yeah, man, it's going to be interesting, bro. I'm feeling really good about their chances. Yeah, I don't. Denver didn't move me, especially with that Jets game. That was pretty bad. You can't. What was it, a 2 point, 3 point win against a team that you had like negative yards
Two
offensively or
point
something?
thirteen
Yeah,
to
like
11.
not too high on you after that. Well, obviously, it's a week to week league, but yeah, man, I think the Chiefs are
Very
definitely
much.
definitely if we're talking about still a contender, they definitely are a contender. Didn't talk about Pittsburgh either. Don't want to lead them out, but they're 4-1. So,
I'm gonna leave them
but
out.
I was gonna say I know how you feel about them. So, hey, if you Pat
Don't say
Mahomes
that
right now,
like I have
no,
hate
you
against the
usually do.
Steelers.
You usually
No,
do.
I don't.
You usually do. I don't think I've ever heard you say a nice thing about the Steelers.
It's my fault that they haven't had a quarterback
No, I'm
as
no,
long as
I'm
we've been
just
doing
I'm
the
just
show.
I'm just saying, like, I know how you feel about the Steelers. So like I wasn't pressed to name them either.
You know,
Yeah, I mean the defense is cool,
I mean,
but
they're probably gonna win their division, which I don't think a lot of people saw coming.
no, yeah, no, for sure. I mean they playing good ball. They somehow they win their way all the time. Right? Like it just seems it doesn't. It goes that way all the time. But man, any overreactions from this week now? Anything you saw?
Not necessarily overreactions, more so I just wanna give some flowers to some people.
Ooh, okay. Give out some
Um,
flowers. Give out some flowers now.
yeah, yeah, we always spewing hate. I just want to give out some flowers, you know.
You're right. You're right.
Drake May, uh,
Looks the
boy's been
part.
balling.
Looks the part.
Very very much the part. I don't know if it's a 3 or 4 game winning streak, but he has
Three.
been
3 games.
he's
Three
been
road
throwing it
wins.
all over the yard. Um, had a breakout performance against the Bills on Sunday Night Football, and a big time road win. You know, he's fifth in yards on the year. He's got a 10-2 touchdown interception ratio, completing almost 70% of his passes. Seventh in QBR. So, and he's got the Patriots first in the AFC East. Something they probably haven't seen this deep into a season since the GOAT Tom Brady. So, got to give a major shout out to him. He's been playing great football. He's got the worst rushing attack in the league over the last 3-4 weeks. So, for him to be able to overcome that and still win with his arm, um, says a lot. And even though they're coming off a loss, I think Kyle Shanahan deserves a lot of praise for the way he's had that team playing with the amount of injuries that they've had.
Yeah.
You don't have
Yeah.
your starting quarterback. I
Mac
mean,
Jones
your
looks all right.
backup has arguably been the better of the two this
Yeah,
season.
I was gonna say.
Um, like your top three receivers are out. Kittle's been out. McCaffrey's having like a career low in rushing yards. He's been great as a receiver. But in terms of running the ball, yards per carry at a career low. Um, Obviously you lost Nick Bosa for the year. Fred Warner went down.
Fred Warner. No,
So I mean
he's
they've
done
just
for the
had
year
just
too.
a ton of injuries, and for them to still be what are they 4-2?
Yes,
Um,
sir.
I mean, just hats off to Kyle Shanahan for the coaching job this year because, I mean, already not a lot of people expected much from the 49ers this year. I know, like we both said, based on their schedule, that we thought
It would
that
be
they would be
tough.
good. But, I mean, then the injuries piled on and,
It's
they're
been
still out there
tough.
winning football games and, competing. Uh, they were still right there in that game against the Bucs. So, They've been playing good football. Been
Yeah,
surprised how well they've been keeping up.
yeah, man. We the Niners, they scare me all the time. Healthy, we know what kind of team they are. Sucks for them to have all these injuries, like you said. Fred Warner done for the year. Um, that's gonna be tough for him. Even Jawan Jennings just playing. I think they said over the weekend he's playing through like 2-3 different injuries right now. Just trying to get bodies out there on the field. So you know, it's crazy, right? Like you get knock on wood. I don't have none. Anyway, knock on wood. There you go. Chris McCaffrey makes it through the year, but at the expense of everybody else, right? Like it's usually the other way around for them. So I mean, I appreciate that. Um, I got 3 quarterbacks I got beef with though. After this week,
Okay.
you got Josh Allen.
It's not
For
his fault,
one,
but okay.
it wasn't his fault. What? Because he got blitzed a lot. That's
Yeah.
why.
And his
How
receivers
good?
suck.
18.7 QBR, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Who's he throwing the ball to?
What does that mean?
Somebody's got to
These are
get
the
open.
guys. These are the guys they
Somebody's got to
had
get
last
open.
season.
Wasn't good.
But he was the MVP then. He was fine. Now is nobody's open.
Well, I mean, he was 3-2 last year, and
I got beef with Josh Allen. That's 2 weeks in a row. I feel like he's not contributing to their success. Not the way he's playing. Yeah, I think he's getting too casual. Yesterday, how many times did he scramble out and do the little pitch ahead?
okay, I
He
get
did that
that,
like
but
three
like,
times
look,
on
man, he's
fourth
trying to do
down
a
at that.
lot,
What are we
bro.
doing? And that's
Like he
the
was running
problem.
for his life. He was running for his life, and nobody could get open.
Hey man, they got a pretty good running back. They should learn how to use them. The Falcons gave them every chance to win that game, and they did. And you that
I mean,
if
yeah, but
that's if
if
that's
teams are
Pat
just going to
Mahomes,
stack the
if
box every
if
game and
that's
say
Pat
win on the
Mahomes,
outside, and they got nobody that can win on the outside, what are we supposed to do?
if that's one of the quarterbacks that we respect, and we say if they have a chance to win it, we believe they're gonna win it. He should go win it. I
That
don't
doesn't
feel like,
happen 100% of the time, though.
bro. 2 straight times it has been losses. So far they've beaten the Jets, Bills, Saints, and the Ravens by 1. I got beef with Josh Allen.
Okay, give it time.
My last two, I don't even know if I want to call this beef. I think they just need to be relieved of their jobs. Tua Tagovailoa, I think I'm good on watching him play football. I think I'm good. He's like the ultimate insult to injury guy. Like you play terrible and then you end the game with a pick. Enough. And I'm trying not to be hard on this last guy, but Justin Fields, man, I don't think he's got it, bro. Like it's not all his fault. I want to preface it by saying the Jets are awful, awful. But 9 of 17, 45 yards. He averaged 2.6 yards per reception or per attempt. Sacked 9 times.
Are the sacks his fault?
Sometimes sacks are. I'm not gonna say all of them were,
Sometimes.
but sometimes
I'm
they
just
are the
being a
quarterback's
devil's
fault.
advocate.
No, I
He
mean,
was
no, I
pretty
mean,
bad.
yeah, that's just bad, right? Like if you were to put that in front of somebody and say a professional quarterback played that game and not Marquise Johnson, I'd be laugh at you. That looked like I played. I would have probably went 2 for 17 with 4 yards.
Like 15 times.
Oh, you hit me once, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. I'm Tom Brady tumbling for them sacks. I'm falling on the ground. You're not hitting. Yeah, bro. I like it's just. I think it's time. I mean, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, it's time to change quarterbacks and their backups. What Tyrod Taylor, and we saw how that looked, right? Like my Bucs played against that.
Almost won that game.
Ooh, yeah, they blocked the kick and scored, and they
Gave us one
actually.
of the best moments of the year. Hey, I love that video.
Hey, bro. For and that's the other thing about the Jets, bro. Like I like Aaron Glenn. 0-6. I don't know if they're gonna win a game this year, bro.
Jets going jet.
Yeah, but moving on, man. Let's look at the NBA a little bit more before we wrap this thing up, brother. We got 5 teams with the highest odds to win the finals. We got OKC plus 200, Cavs at plus 650, Knicks at Denver at plus 70, Knicks at plus 1,000, and then the Rockets at fifth at plus 1,400. OKC with the best odds, of course, coming off of just winning. They got the MVP roster perfectly intact, right? They didn't lose anybody, didn't really gain anybody. They actually got the kid they drafted
Added a top
last
10
year.
pick or
Right. Yeah, yeah.
15 pick, whatever it
They
was.
got that and the kid they drafted last year didn't play. Right. But Topic.
Don't
Topic, I
ask
think is
me.
his name. Nikola Topic. Are we taking OKC or are we taking the field this year, Nell? Can the young cats run it back?
I'm liking the field this year.
Of course.
Um, I think OKC deserves to be favorites. Obviously, coming off a chip, keep maintaining that roster. Young roster, still ascending, getting better. But if we remember, Denver Nuggets had them on the ropes, not
Oh
once but
yeah.
twice.
Oh
They had
yeah.
a 2-1 lead. They had a 3-2 lead. Did they have a 3-2 lead? I don't
And they
remember.
lost two.
But
I don't think so. Because
um,
I don't think the Thunder lost back to back games all year, right? Or all playoffs. Or maybe they did. It was just against Denver. That was the only time.
I can't remember. But either way,
It's
it
been
went
a
to
long time.
7. It went 7,
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
and that was with a Nuggets team that had no depth, uh, not a lot of shooting. Um, so I think Aaron Gordon was a little injured too.
It was hurt that.
Um,
Yep, that
you
series.
fired your coach 3 games before the playoffs, um, and still were able to push the champs to 7. Uh, Probably gave them their toughest challenge, if you want
And
to say
Denver got a
Indiana,
lot
but
better.
maybe. And like, yeah, they got a lot better. Um, like I said, they retooled that bench. They have a backup big. So I believe in Jokic and Murray come playoff time. If they got the supporting cast around them, I give them probably the best shot of anybody in the league to dethrone
Knock
OKC.
him off. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be tough, man. Uh, the West alone is gonna be hard to get out of uh this year. Um, the East is what it is, right? Like leaving out my Knicks bias right now. Like the East is what it is, and I think firmly if OKC does come out, nobody in the East is beating them. And if honestly, whoever comes out of the West, maybe not whoever, let it be Denver. I don't think anybody in the East is beating them either. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with the field for that sake. You know, for that
Oh no,
purpose.
there's an equalizer for Denver. You know, come on, man. You know,
In the
you
East,
know. Yeah,
Mitchell Robinson.
yeah. Okay, the
Right.
guy
We're
that
talking
puts
about.
50 up every time he sees
Man,
Jokic.
you told me I can't even consider y'all as serious
I'm just
right now.
saying
No,
we
you see
can't,
how
but
you
I'm just
do me
saying
when I hit you up
there's
and I'm
there's one
talking good.
there's one there's one
No,
equalizer in the East for Jokic.
right,
I'm just
right,
saying.
right. Let me tell y'all how Nell does. This is what he does. He'll slip that in right now, and then when we start having a completely different conversation, now I try to add his team in as a legitimate part of the combo. He goes, "Why are we even talking about my team right now? Like we don't even have." Just because Embiid's playing 1-on-1 on film now, that doesn't mean he's ready to play. Like,
Doesn't.
but then we're talking about he's 50. Like, come on, bro.
I'm just
Come on.
I'm just bringing up facts. That's all. The
Come on,
fact
man.
is, when he sees Jokic across from him, it's 50.
That's fine. I don't think that means y'all are beating Denver though.
I don't know. It's never lost to him when he scores 50.
Right. It's a lot of win and ifs and wins and ifs and wins.
That's
I
that's what
don't
we talking about right now, right?
if y'all
Are
make
we
it to
not
the
talking about
finals,
ifs and wins? Are we not talking about ifs and
if y'all
wins?
make it to the finals, if y'all make it to the playoffs, might add, I don't know if your man's as big
It's
as
a
always.
huge if, but I'm just saying. You said there was
It is.
nobody in the East. I'm saying there's
I mean,
somebody.
I
Is it a chance it's going to
I
happen?
also
Probably
believe I
not.
also
But there's somebody.
the Knicks could beat the Thunder.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on.
Okay, that's fine. My boy LeBron, they said he's out here milking an injury, man. The sciatica, I think that's how you say it. He's
Sciatica.
out sciatica. Yep, yep, you're right. Look at you, man. You know your anatomy. Uh,
No,
the
no, I
sciatica.
just know that
That
one. Don't give
that's
me too much
nerves, right?
credit now.
That's something with your nerves on the
Yeah,
right side. That's his
yeah.
nerves. Hey, Unc got nerve damage, man. What are we worried? Are we concerned? Do we think he's milking it? How are you feeling about LeBron's injury and its impact on the Lakers, man?
Well, I don't think he's milking it. I think
Some people say he's milking it.
LeBron actually loves the game too much to fake an
Mm.
injury. I mean, this is a guy that's never really missed
Been
time
injured.
unless it's
He old, bro.
been
He can
absolutely
take his time.
necessary.
He can
He
take his
he
time.
is he's moving past unk status and he's getting close to pop status.
Papa
But yeah,
Bron.
I am worried about the Lakers. If they not going to have him for a long time.
They
And
got
like I said,
Luca
this is
and
bro. Like
dominating.
stop it, bro. And this is kind of the issue that they might run into a lot more often now with LeBron, being that he's what 40 now,
He's
41,
in his
whatever it
40s.
is.
Yeah, I think he's 41,
Um,
42.
like yeah, these little tic tac injuries they start to add up. And again, this is somebody that's never really had a major injury in his career. I think what was that? Was that his knee the one year where he missed significant time? About a year or two ago. That was like the first time he's really like, or I think it was his ankle, maybe.
Let's see.
Um,
It was the ankle, but
it
he
was
had
like
the
the first
groin.
time.
Hold on, I
Yeah,
got all of them. I got all. Here we go. Got the
that was
nerve.
like the
He
first
had the
time
hip.
he
He had the groin for a couple months last year. He had the foot.
yeah.
That was what you're talking about. The foot and the ankle
Okay, yeah,
joint.
the foot.
That went on for
Um,
like 3 months, four
that's when
months.
he went and got the Kobe shot, I think.
Yeah, and came back around. Yeah.
So you get older, Father Time, like you just don't heal the same. I know LeBron's been a freak of nature his entire career, but um, nothing prepares you for that. Young bodies they heal differently, so I'm
Yeah.
concerned about that. But if he's not on the court, I mean, just don't think the Lakers have nearly enough. I'm sorry.
You don't think you don't? Well, you talking about like to legitimately contend, or you just talking about like to
I
survive?
don't think they have enough to legitimately contend, even with LeBron.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you
without
do.
him, it's just like I mean, you would think you would like I feel like even at this age with LeBron, adding in Luka Doncic and hopefully he's motivated, in shape. You got JJ Redick. Uh, what they got? DeAndre Ayton. I keep on calling him dominating. I hate that name. DeAndre Ayton, who is for what it's worth, 18 to 10 should be easy for him. Should be the floor. And then you got
I
Austin Reeves and those
I
other
don't think he'll get
guys.
18 and 10.
That's his problem. Like he should. Like they should be. I think that team should
I
be
mean,
able to legitimately go play
maybe
a
on
7
a
game series.
maybe on a Portland Trailblazers, but
If he can't get that with playing alongside LeBron and Luka Doncic,
he might
he's
get
terrible,
14. Luka's gonna shoot his shots. Austin Reeves gonna get
bro.
his
You
shots
gonna you gonna throw it in there to him a couple times.
a couple of
Like
times.
Luka and
14
LeBron
points is
are.
7 oops. That's seven. That's 7 dump off passes.
He'll get fouled. You did this with me with Hakeem. My man get 18 points.
Don't
His,
don't get me don't get me started. Do not get me started.
I think he can get 18 and 10, bro. That should be the floor. I
Okay.
think they can. I think realistically, at full strength, they should be able to go toe to toe with anybody in 7 games. I'm not gonna say they're gonna win
Toe
everyone.
to toe with anybody.
They
I
should
mean,
be able
like, yeah, if
to,
LeBron and Luca have a special series where they're both averaging like 30,
bro.
sure.
We talking
They
about
do
Luca.
some
We talking about Luca just went to the finals with the Mavs. This team not better than the Mavs team that Luca was on
no
with
shot,
LeBron.
bro. No shot. No shot, bro. No shot. No shot.
Who was on that Mavs team?
Gafford,
So
who's
that's
the
the first
other
name you gave me. That's the first
who's
name you
the other
gave me.
center? Can you
That's
let
the
me
first
finish?
name you gave me.
Who's the other
He
center?
was a rookie.
Not Gafford. I'm talking about the
No.
rookie.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Uh
saying. Lively.
yeah,
Lively.
Lively. Rim
Who was a
protection was
rookie?
great. Rim protection was great. I don't think you have the same level of rim protection and with the Lakers.
Mhm.
You had obviously you got Kyrie and
Name
Luca.
name a name a
You got
play
you got
is
PJ who is
they got Rui.
let's not forget what
That's the
PJ was
same thing.
doing
They got Rui.
against OKC in the playoffs. Let's not forget the shots that the
Rui
threes that
doesn't
he was
balance that
making.
out.
No,
We're going player by player here. So you got Luca, Kyrie, LeBron. Wasn't Kyrie hurt in the finals? Did he play?
no, he did.
He played.
He torched Anthony Edwards in the Western Conference Finals.
I'm talking about in the finals.
Yeah, he played. He got boxed, but he played.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why I'm forgetting.
Um,
I mean, so LeBron, he's not getting boxed. DeAndre Ayton, you talking
okay.
about Gafford and Lively. DeAndre Ayton's not better than Gafford and Lively. He's a better. He's
For
a
their
more
role,
skilled offensive player. I mean, but you talking about his role? His role is
but
gonna be
we're not dumping down the
reimagined.
ball to him. So like, what's
You're going
we're
to. You're
we're
going to
not.
have to.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not
Yes, you
dumping down the
are.
ball to DeAndre.
That's all he
I just
does.
promise you that's not going to happen.
Well, if that
That's
doesn't
all.
happen, then you're right. If it doesn't happen, then you're right. They're not legitimate contenders. I think they have a shot. at full strength. If LeBron is healthy and Luka is healthy and their team is entirely put together in the playoffs, 7 games, I think they have a chance to beat anybody. We're also talking about Luka like he's not one of the top 3 players in the world.
That's cool. Was he
That
wasn't a
takes you
top three
very
player in the
far.
world last year?
But we acknowledge the shortcomings last year. We
I
acknowledge what happened,
I don't think they made the necessary moves
and that's
to
okay.
fix
But
that.
I'm saying they can compete with anybody. I'm just saying that they could have a shot. I'm pulling up these rosters right now. All right, we're
Okay.
going. I want it because now I'm invested. So Lakers starting 5 is probably going to consist of Luca, Reeves, Rui, Braun, Aiden. We can agree to that.
Okay.
And
Boo. Okay.
we're bringing Marcus Smart, Dalton Connect, Vando,
Wow.
Jackson Hayes.
Wow.
I'm just going through the names. You're not going to be that flattered by the Mavs roster either. Let's not do that. So then we're talking about Luca, Kyrie,
Great duo.
PJ Washington.
Hey, knockdown shooter.
Did they start Lively and Gafford together? I don't think so.
No.
So let's say Lively and Tim Hardaway Jr. because that's who it was. You're
Solid
taking
roster to me.
Luca, Kyrie, Luca, Tim, Lively, and PJ over Braun, Luca, Reeves, Aiton, and Rui. And then the bench is Derrick Jones Jr., Maxi Kleba, Jaden Hardy, Josh Green, Dante Exum, as opposed to
Derrick Jones
Gabe
Jr. locked up.
Vincent, Vando, Dalton, Marcus Smart, who's on the lockup. I
That's
don't
just
know,
not
bro.
moving me. That's just
I
not
just
moving
feel
me, yo.
I just
Old
don't
ass
see
Marcus
why.
Smart.
Bro, you talk about the
That's just
guy.
not moving me.
If Luca is who we know Luca to be, I don't see why they
Okay.
don't have a chance to win any 7 game series. Along with the fact they also have LeBron James on their team
It's not
and
a,
DeAndre Ayton.
where's the shooting?
I just named it. Dalton Connect and Austin Reeves better get him up.
That's it.
That's
That's it.
that's why you're here.
That's
That's
it.
why
Two
you're here.
shooters. That's all we need is two.
Gabe Vincent.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. They'll lose to the Minnesota Timberwolves again.
They could. They also could beat them again. Well, not again. They never beat them, but they could beat them. That's fine. I'm with that. I'm with that. I think they have a shot though, but that's just
I
me.
don't.
That's just me. Um, Looking on the other side of things, man, we're talking about giving flowers, man. Ace Bailey showing up so far. It's only the preseason. He also just got hit with a little injury, got tendonitis allegedly, but he young. He'll fight through that. Looking at just how he's played so far, looking really good. He's had 20 plus in both games, at least both games I've seen of him. Do you think teams overthought, the Ace Bailey thing? We knew, he had generational talent to him, but he was immature. Or not generational talent. Yeah, he can score the ball with the best of them, right? 6'9", the prototypical scoring wing in the NBA. He has all the tools, right? And he's young. Do you think teams overthought it? Just looking at how he looks now,
Well,
specifically
by
your team.
teams, it's
I
it's
feel
really
like
just
that. I
it's
was gonna
really
say I feel
just
like
two.
that's.
It's
I
just the
feel
Sixers and Hornets.
like.
But unfortunately, the more I watch of him, the more I think we might have overthought it. Now, I'm still a big fan of VJ Edgecombe. I think he's gonna have a pretty good year, but I don't know if he'll be that. Um,
Yeah,
this man scoring 20 with ease. I know it's just the preseason, but those buckets and the way he's getting to those buckets, they looked legit. And like I said, he's only what 18, 19 years old.
yeah,
He's got plenty of room to grow. He's already come in with an advanced skill set in terms of getting to his spots, getting to his mid range, the jumper. So I do think teams may have overthought it, but I at the end of the day, I still think it was with good reason.
yeah.
We obviously we know that he let his agent go. Forget his name. Sharif Cooper's dad. He was not under good. He did not get good advice from him. I just thought the way he went about the whole draft process was pretty weird, and can't really blame teams for passing up on that when you're kind of
All
making
that's
a
happening.
millions of
Yeah,
dollars of investments into a player. You would like to at least be able to get to know the player, have a meeting. So him skipping out on workouts and meetings with the Sixers was a bit disappointing. Um, I was kind of set on drafting him, until that whole fiasco. Um, Obviously, I think a lot of people talk about culture when it comes to the Hornets, and they did think he would be a right fit for a team that already has a bunch of issues with young players and
The knuckleheads,
trying to
man.
get
The
guys to
knuckleheads.
be mature and buy in. But you know, 20, possible 20 to 25 point scorers that are 6'9" and have a handle and and size like that. They don't grow on trees. So
Look at
um,
you, man.
we could look back on this and it could be another mishap. And I've been through many.
It could be.
Fultz and Tatum. That one keeps me up at night. Uh, you know, Ben Simmons was good for a couple years until he lost his confidence. Um, so I mean, Jello Okafor, Nerlens Noel, like we've been through it all. So
That's kind of
I
tough.
just I just hope that VJ can break the streak of bad draft picks in Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Kind of like you said, like he just made all the right moves a little too late, right? Like had you gotten rid of the agent prior to the draft, you go through the the combine and the workouts and the interviews, and you do that whole thing. Who knows, right? Like at the end of the day, he's a young kid. Teams understand that, right? And he seems like a cool guy, like a good guy. Uh, Teams that have fallen in love with him. Like you said, the skill set is what it is, and we see it on full display in the NBA right now. We knew he could get a bucket. That was never ever a
Yeah,
question. It
his
was
game
always
was
the
made for the
maturity,
NBA.
right? And it's perfect. The space, the pace. He's gonna thrive, right? And he's going at big stars already. Um, but it was always the maturity things, all the things above the shoulders that was in question, and then you couple that with just how he handled the process, which you talked about before. So I mean, it's hard to say that they overthought it, right? They did the risk assessment, and they took what they thought was probably the lesser of the Eagles. Now, VJ could turn out to be amazing for you all. Dylan Harper could turn to be amazing. Ace Bailey could turn to be amazing, or none of them could be good, or one of the three. So you never know. But this is just one of those things that we won't be able to really answer this for a while. Hopefully, right? Hopefully. So we'll see. But hey, shout out to Ace Bailey. So far, so good out there in Utah. Him and Walter Clayton. Walter Clayton had a good game the other
Shout
other
out to
night
all
as
the
well. For
rookies.
yeah, a
Cooper
lot of them.
Flags
Hey,
look great. Dylan Harper's
they're
look pretty
balling.
good.
Hey, these young guys are ready to ball. It's not the days of where the rookies came in and had to sit and earn their keep are dwindling away. If you can hoop and you have the opportunity to do so, these guys are taking full advantage of it. But man, to wrap this thing up, we got our pick 'em, guys. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Had a tough. I will be tied right now. I will be tied right now, but the Lions couldn't pull it out for me against the Chiefs. Uh, I
Tough.
got a big win with the Bears over the Commanders. My hate worked. Hate works in the upset alert. So far, so good. I'm gonna keep going that. I'm gonna keep riding that wave, man. But we're looking at it now. I got 10 points. Nell got 11. We're getting the week. We're week 7 now. Nell, we need your lock of the week, brother. I'm gonna write it down. He said he's gonna cheat, folks. That's what he said before the episode. So we're gonna see what exactly he means by he's gonna cheat. I know he's getting a little nervous, and when Nell gets nervous, he starts to do things
Man,
outlandish,
man, nervous.
outlandish things. Okay, that's what I like to hear. Then what are we feeling?
Let me get those Chiefs.
Nice,
Yeah. Division game, important game.
right?
You know, it's always possible teams can get upset in division games. So, but I'm gonna be a risk
Mhm.
taker and I'm gonna take the Chiefs in this one.
Yeah, you're always really good at that. Um, Taking risk. You know what I'm saying? You're just a very risky guy. What can I say? I'm gonna do the same thing. I don't even think this is the same division. It's not, but it's gonna be a good game. Patriots on the road versus the Titans.
Thought about it.
Uh, Vrabel back in his old stomping grounds where he was fired from. Titans just fired their head coach. They might look like a completely different team, and because of that, it makes my lock a little bit more risky than yours, brother. Let's go with your road team. Who you got? I know you're going to probably think of something magical. So what you got?
I'm gonna take. I don't want to do this, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm gonna take the Packers.
Hmm, okay, that's a good one, man.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
we
Cardinals
maximizing our
team.
points this week.
Yeah, I should have picked the Pats for this one. That's what I should have done. I should have thought this one out a little bit more because I'm left with few options, man. Um,
Yeah, we got our upset. We got our upset ready.
see, like I fear. You know what? Thursday night, give me them Steelers, man, versus the Bengals. I'm actually very nervous about them. I'm not even gonna lie,
Love it.
but I didn't want to beat. I don't want to pick on the Jets like that. That wouldn't be like me. That wouldn't be right.
They gotta win eventually.
Do they? We've seen this before. Upset alert.
And
Go
it's
heavy,
funny
man.
that you picked because I'm looking for the third straight divisional
Thursday
upset
night.
on Thursday night.
Oh,
I'm taking the
okay.
Bengals.
All right. Look at that. So we got points on the line. Okay. Let me put down the plus five and
I
a
keep
half
missing out
according to my ESPN.
on these upsets on Thursday night. I gotta get
You
hip
you
to
caught
them.
you finally caught on to me. You caught on to me.
Yeah,
You caught on to me.
you know, Mike Tomlin's already has some choice words for the Browns trading the Bengals Joe Flacco.
He did. He did. That was funny.
I mean, Joe
That's
Flacco didn't
hilarious.
look great, but
That's
it
bad.
didn't look awful. It didn't look as bad. So maybe we can, muck this one up and,
Mhm.
Jamar Chase catches a crazy touchdown pass and, let's get me my first upset of the year. I haven't hit on one upset.
Mm, okay. Well, what you didn't know is that my upset predictions extend. It's just a prime time deal. And there's a team that is near and dear to my heart that when I look at this ESPN app, it says that they are 5.5 point dogs with the MVP favorite
Oh
and the
gosh.
NFL leading 5-1 record. I'm gonna roll with what I know. The Buccaneers will go in. I actually should have put them as my road dog.
Is that really an upset?
God forbid the people in Las Vegas seem to think so. So it's actually the same spread as the game you picked. So that should say even more to you, right? Like, how much worse can it get for the Bucs? We really just can't get any respect around here, man. These dudes, these dudes ain't got a secondary, and they got us losing by 6 points. What the
That should have
hell?
been 2.5.
It's all right. Maybe it'll change by Sunday, bro. Too
Yeah, we gotta
bad we
start.
record this on Tuesday. Nah,
Yeah,
it doesn't count for Sunday. It's
we gotta
called
start switching
forward
it up.
thinking. Forward thinking, brother. Forward thinking. Well, you heard it here first, folks. I'm on Nell's ass. It's 10-11, and I
Oh,
got some picks. Whatever.
my bad.
Uh, thank you, man. But that's gonna do it for this episode, man. We're gonna wrap it up. Season 4, episode 13, the 2 for 2. We appreciate y'all, man. We hope y'all enjoyed this. We started off rocky, ended rocky, but that's the 2 for 2 way, man. That's why you got Keith and Nell on here together. It wouldn't be right if we didn't do it our way. We appreciate the love. Continue to, support us on all platforms. You got the social media covered on Instagram and Twitter, TikTok as well. You can find the podcast in visual form on YouTube. You also have Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Spotify as well, wherever you consume. Oh, and YouTube. Did I say YouTube already? I think I did say YouTube. I did. So yeah, continue to show love, support us. We're gonna keep dropping it, man. Like I said, it's season 4, episode 13. Keith Chanel 2 for 2. We out.